What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some quick boxing news. And I got an opinion question. I want to get everyone's take on it. Um, I did a previous video where I was talking about boxing fans that are hypocritical or boxing fans who know little about the sport, yet they find the need to somehow, some way, comment on all their YouTube boxing videos, go to boxing articles online, and assess their comments. Now, I could be objective like everybody else. I have favorites, but at the same time, you got to be realistic with what you put on the internet. I mean, I know it's 2012 and the internet's huge and people, there's no accountability with the internet, but come on, be real. So make sure you guys check out Boxing Scene. It's a very good site, and this is an article they read or they wrote, excuse me, regarding the Chavez Jr. Sergio Martinez fight. Um, as you can see, Fernando Beltran has requested a hearing date for Chavez testing positive for marijuana. He says he doesn't expect a long suspension for Julio. If he were making the decisions, he wouldn't punish Chavez for the infraction. And this is what he says. I'm not one to assess penalties, but the levels of marijuana that were found were very low, and more than a month before the fight, he was tested, and there wasn't anything in his system. If I were the commission, I wouldn't even sanction him. So that's what Beltran's saying. So as far as that, what do you guys think? What should his penalty be? This is the second time that he's tested positive for something. In 2009, he also tested positive for diuretics in the system, and he had a DUI in the Andy Lee training camp. So this is pretty much his third kind of legal sobriety infraction, I guess you could say. Me personally, I think he's young, he's immature, and he needs to learn a lesson. Bottom line, he has certain skills. It looks like he has his dad's chin. Um, he clearly outweighs his opponents, and he's a strong kid. But he's not using his talents to the best of his ability. I mean, smoking weed. Okay, you didn't smoke weed 30 days out, but you smoked it closer to the fight. That's even worse. It'd be better if he tested positive 30 days out. So, I mean, Beltran, he's an idiot. Like, that makes no sense. He's saying, oh, the amounts were so low and trying to downplay it. And he says he was tested a month before and there wasn't anything in the system. Like I said, that would be a better situation because at least closer to judgment day, that means you're clean or hopefully your system's flushed out. But you're testing positive closer than 30 days. That means you smoked weed closer to the fight, which makes no sense. And for someone who wants to remain champion, it's the biggest fight of their career. I think that's highly immature and it's not professional. Like I said, I don't have anything against people who smoke weed, but there's a time and a place. And if your profession is a professional fighter, you know it's a banned substance, it makes no sense. And I don't like how Chavez Jr., because he's the son of boxing royalty, um, people want to sugarcoat things, sweep it under the rug, and that kind of thing. So that's my personal opinion. Beltran continued to say the rematch with Martinez is a fact. It will happen the first quarter of the coming year. Julio is ready. All you have to do is watch what happened to Matavia when he fell to the canvas. He hurt his wrist, his knee. A single round was enough for Julio to hurt him like that, Beltran said. Okay, as far as this, do I think Sergio got careless? Yes. And if you really watch the fight, he dominated for 11 and a half rounds. Julio showed him nothing that would cause panic or to make Sergio respect him. He wasn't getting anything off. He didn't have any chance to set up his punches, and he had dominated for 11 rounds. So, from my perspective, him to get careless, it kind of makes sense. I mean, it's not a good thing that he did it because obviously Sergio, or excuse me, Chavez Jr. needed a knockout to win the fight. However, so he was in desperation mode. You know what I mean? Obviously, he has to try to put together something to try to win this fight. But so that's what Sergio should have been aware of. But Sergio did not receive anything from Chavez Jr. that would warrant him to have any red flags or to say, okay, this guy um, might knock me down or knock me out. So he got careless, and it is what it is. It happened. But I think people are overdoing it with the 12th round rally. Was it exciting? Yes. Was it edgy of the seat entertainment? Yes. Was it suspenseful? Yes. All those things, yes, yes, yes. And that made it a good fight. I'm a fight fan, so it was very enjoyable just watching it. Will he hold on? Will he survive? But in retrospect, looking at the whole fight in its entirety, I mean, he had a 90-second rally, and people are saying the most asinine things. Case in point, you go down to some of the comments, and listen to what this guy Norway put. Haha, agree 100%. Martinez looked like an old man in there. As soon as Chavez cared to do something, he almost knocked him out. If Chavez would not have been stoned from his smoking, he would have knocked out the ballerina Martinez in 3. Retire, Martinez. You're too old. Now, these are just comments that I have to laugh at. Like, how could you say that Martinez looks old when he looked younger than Chavez Jr. minus 90 seconds of that fight? And I don't know if you guys know this, like people who put comments like this, I don't know if you know, but a championship fight usually is 12 rounds in professional boxing, and they're 3-minute rounds. So if Sergio Martinez dominated, let's give Chavez Jr. all of 12. Let's just give him the whole 12th round. Even though he didn't win all of 12 round, he won pretty much 90 seconds of the 12th round. But well, just to be generous, I'll give Chavez Jr. all of round 12. So let's do the math. 3-minute rounds and 11 rounds, Sergio clearly dominated. So 11 times 3, that's 33, okay. And Chavez Jr. did something for 90 seconds, and you guys are saying Martinez looked old because he got caught, because he had his hands low, and he had nothing else given to him to make him respect Chavez Jr. So, like I said, comments like this hold no weight, and they're just rather amusing. I just read this. I see stuff like this on my YouTube channel occasionally. I just think it's funny. What do you guys think about the Chavez Jr. fight, Sergio Martinez? The first one, I would definitely watch a rematch just to see what happens. I'm not saying Chavez doesn't have a chance to get started earlier. However, I think Martinez would be a lot more cautious, trying not to get caught. So that's just my opinion on things. Let me know what you guys think. And it's Ego signing off. Oh yeah, make sure you subscribe, comment, and or hate on this video. All right, peace.